When you think of an angel, what comes to mind? Likely you envision a being of light, kindness, and grace, someone who embodies peace, healing, and hope. Now picture this angel walking among humans, disguised as an ordinary person. This angel has been sent by God, carrying a divine mission to spread light in a world filled with darkness. But here's the twist. While these earth angels are known for their compassion, they also carry a power that is far more terrifying than any devil. Chosen ones, also known as earth angels, are not what society expects them to be. People often mistake their kindness for weakness, their humility for submission, and their patience for passivity. Little do they know, these qualities are their greatest strengths. The chosen ones have been hand-picked by God, not because they are perfect, but because they have the heart and resilience to fulfill His divine plan. What sets them apart is not just their ability to endure, but their ability to transform pain into purpose and adversity into strength. From the very beginning, chosen ones are tested. They are born into environments that challenge them, broken homes, difficult relationships, or overwhelming odds. It often feels like the world is against them, and in many ways, it is. This is because the forces of darkness recognize their potential long before they do. The devil knows that if these chosen ones ever discover their true power, they will become unstoppable. But what makes chosen ones truly terrifying to their enemies is not just their resilience, it's their duality. While they are healers, they are also warriors. While they are forgiving, they are also unyielding. While they are peaceful, they are also capable of spiritual warfare that leaves even the strongest devils trembling. Their power doesn't come from aggression or anger, it comes from their unwavering connection to God. This connection gives them access to a strength that is not of this world, a strength that cannot be defeated by any earthly or spiritual force. One of the most misunderstood aspects of chosen ones is their silence. When faced with betrayal, mistreatment, or injustice, they often choose not to retaliate. To the untrained eye, this silence may look like weakness. People might say, "Why don't they stand up for themselves? Why don't they fight back?" What these critics fail to realize is that the chosen ones are not silent because they are powerless. They are silent because they know God fights their battles for them. This divine strategy confuses their enemies. When someone tries to harm a chosen one, they expect retaliation. They prepare for arguments, confrontations, or revenge. But instead, they are met with calmness and grace. This response disarms them, leaving them exposed and vulnerable. In their confusion, they fail to realize that their actions are being watched by a higher power. By the time they understand the consequences of their actions, it's too late. The chosen one's silence is not just a strategy, it's a reflection of their trust in God. They know that vengeance is not theirs to take, it belongs to the Lord. This doesn't mean they are passive or naive. On the contrary, they are fully aware of the evil around them. They see the manipulation, the deceit, and the harm others try to inflict. But instead of lowering themselves to the level of their enemies, they rise above it. This ability to remain composed under pressure is one of the reasons why chosen ones are so feared. Their enemies often find themselves in a trap of their own making. The more they try to harm a chosen one, the more they expose their own flaws. The chosen ones don't need to lift a finger. Their presence alone is enough to bring out the truth. This is because they carry God's light within them, and this light has the power to reveal what is hidden in the darkness. When a chosen one walks into a room, their energy disrupts anything that is not aligned with God's purpose. This is why many people feel uneasy around chosen ones. It's not because the chosen ones are doing anything wrong. It's because their light exposes the darkness in others. People who live in lies, deceit, or selfishness find it difficult to coexist with the chosen ones. Their very presence brings a mirror to the faces of those who live in darkness, reflecting the truth that many wish to avoid. This is why chosen ones are often misunderstood, avoided, or even feared. But what these individuals fail to understand is that the chosen ones are not there to judge or condemn. They are simply vessels of God's light, and it is this light that terrifies the wicked. The strength of chosen ones lies in their spiritual authority given to them by God Himself. While the world measures power in terms of wealth, status, or physical might, the chosen ones operate on an entirely different plane. Their power is rooted in the spiritual realm, where battles are fought and victories are won long before they manifest in the physical world. This authority makes them untouchable to forces of evil. The devil may try to attack them, but he quickly learns that he is fighting a losing battle. It's important to understand that the chosen ones are not invincible in the sense that they never experience pain or hardship. On the contrary, they often face more challenges than most people. However, what sets them apart is their ability to rise above these challenges. Each trial they face only strengthens their faith and deepens their connection to God. This resilience is what makes them terrifying to their enemies. The more you push them down, the higher they rise. One of the most profound aspects of the chosen one's journey is their ability to turn pain into power. When others would crumble under the weight of betrayal, loss, or hardship, the chosen ones use these experiences as fuel for their mission. They don't just survive, they thrive. This ability to transmute negativity into something positive is a gift from God, and it is one of the reasons why they are so effective in their purpose. For example, many chosen ones are born into environments that seem designed to break them. They may grow up in dysfunctional families, face rejection from an early age, or endure extreme adversity. But instead of allowing these circumstances to define them, they use them as a foundation for growth. They learn compassion from their own suffering, strength from their struggles, and wisdom from their mistakes. By the time they step into their divine purpose, they are like polished diamonds, refined by pressure and unbreakable in their resolve. This transformation is not lost on those who tried to harm them. Enemies who once mocked or underestimated the chosen ones are often left in shock when they witness their growth. They realize too late that their attempts to destroy them only made them stronger. This is where the fear truly sets in. These enemies come to understand that they were not fighting an ordinary human being. They were fighting someone protected by God. The spiritual protection surrounding chosen ones is not something to be taken lightly. When you harm a chosen one, you are not just harming a person, you are challenging the divine authority of God. This is why the chosen ones often see their enemies face swift consequences. These consequences are not a result of the chosen ones seeking revenge, but a natural outcome of divine justice. God has promised to protect His anointed, and He does so in ways that leave no room for doubt. This divine protection extends to every aspect of the chosen ones' lives. Whether it's their physical well-being, their mental health, or their spiritual growth, God ensures that nothing and no one can derail their mission. Even when it seems like the enemy is winning, the chosen ones trust that God is working behind the scenes. And time again, they are proven right. The fear of chosen ones often stems from the fact that they operate in ways that defy human understanding. How can someone remain calm in the face of chaos? How can they forgive those who wronged them? How can they continue to shine when the world seems determined to dim their light? These questions plague their enemies, leaving them both confused and intimidated. But the answer is simple. The chosen ones are not operating on their own strength. They are drawing from a source that is infinite, unshakable, and all-powerful. This connection to God gives them a confidence that no earthly power can match. They walk with the assurance that they are never alone, that they are always guided, and that they are destined to fulfill a purpose far greater than themselves. This is why the chosen ones are more terrifying than any devil. While the devil thrives on fear, deception, and destruction, the chosen ones embody truth, love, and creation. Their presence is a direct challenge to everything the devil stands for. And no matter how hard he tries, he cannot overcome the light of God that shines through them. For this reason, the chosen ones are not just survivors, they are victors. They walk through life with the knowledge that they are part of a divine plan, one that no force of darkness can ever thwart. This understanding fills them with a quiet strength, one that speaks louder than words and carries more power than any earthly weapon. As the journey of the chosen ones unfolds, the true magnitude of their purpose begins to reveal itself, not only to them, but also to the world around them. They were never meant to blend in or live a life of mediocrity. From the very beginning, God set them apart, weaving their destiny with threads of divine intention. And now, as they walk boldly in their purpose, the power and fear they invoke become undeniable. What terrifies people most about chosen ones is the realization that their strength is not just for themselves. Their resilience, wisdom, and light are meant to serve humanity, to uplift those in need, and to bring about transformative change. However, in doing so, they expose the lies, greed, and corruption of the world. The Earth Angel does not seek conflict, but their mere existence is enough to spark it. The darkness that thrives in secrecy cannot survive in the presence of such radiant light, and so it fights back. But this is where the true power of the chosen ones shines brightest. Unlike those who rely on material wealth, status, or physical might, chosen ones rely on their unshakable connection to God. This connection grants them a level of clarity and discernment that others can only dream of. They see through facades, recognize deception, and understand the spiritual battles that often go unnoticed by others. And while this gift can feel like a heavy burden at times, it is also their greatest weapon. It enables them to navigate life with wisdom and grace, avoiding the traps set by their enemies and staying firmly rooted in their purpose. One of the most remarkable aspects of chosen ones is their ability to inspire transformation in others. Even their enemies, who once sought to bring them down, cannot help but be affected by their light. Over time, some of these enemies may even find themselves questioning their own actions, seeking forgiveness, and striving to change. This is the true power of the chosen ones, not to destroy, but to heal. They serve as living proof of God's grace, showing the world that redemption is always possible. However, this power to transform and inspire does not come without its challenges. Chosen ones often face immense loneliness on their journey. Being set apart means walking a path that few can understand, and this isolation can be both a blessing and a curse. It allows them to grow closer to God and gain deeper insights, but it also means that they must learn to find strength within themselves. They cannot rely on the validation or approval of others because their mission is far greater than human recognition. This solitude is not a punishment, but a preparation. God knows that in order to fulfill their divine purpose, chosen ones must be able to stand firm even when the world turns against them, and so He allows them to experience moments of rejection, betrayal, and hardship, not to break them, but to strengthen them. Each trial they face is a lesson, a stepping stone that brings them closer to their destiny. As the chosen ones embrace their purpose, they begin to realize that their power is not something they need to prove to anyone. It is not about being feared or admired. It is about being faithful to the mission God has given them. This realization brings a sense of peace and confidence that is unshakable. They no longer feel the need to explain themselves or seek validation from the world. They know who they are, and more importantly, they know whose they are. This confidence is what truly terrifies their enemies. The devil thrives on doubt, fear, and insecurity, but the chosen ones operate from a place of unwavering faith. They do not panic in the face of adversity because they know that God is always in control. They do not waver in their decisions because they trust the guidance they receive from above. And they do not give up on their mission because they understand that it is far bigger than themselves. The power of the chosen ones is not something that can be taken away or diminished. It is a gift from God, one that grows stronger with time and experience. And as they continue to walk in their purpose, they become a force that even the strongest demons cannot touch. They are protected by an armor of divine light, shielded from harm by the very hand of God. This unbreakable protection is a testament to God's love for His chosen ones and His commitment to seeing their mission fulfilled. For those who oppose the chosen ones, this realization is both humbling and terrifying. They come to understand that they are not fighting against flesh and blood, but against a divine purpose that cannot be stopped. And while they may try to resist, their efforts are ultimately in vain. The chosen ones are not just survivors, they are conquerors, destined to triumph over every obstacle and bring God's light to a world in desperate need of it. As their journey continues, the chosen ones step into their full power, unafraid and unstoppable. They understand that their mission is not just about them, it is about serving humanity, glorifying God, and fulfilling a purpose that was written in the stars long before they were born.